It's happening across the country. Rivers of milk dumped down drains and ponds, millions of liters wasted by farmers who say they can't sell it. The reason? About half of their customers are closed. Restaurants, bars, school cafeterias, all shuttered. But at the same time, store shelves are mostly empty. There's very little milk to be found, and those that can find some are being limited to how much they can buy. Wisconsin dairy farmer Marty Halleck says the problem is that milk packaged for restaurants is not the same as the kind they can sell in stores.
The plants were set up to bottle milk in certain containers. So, i.e., the schools were in small containers. Well, a lot of people don't buy them small containers in the grocery store. So, and then to be honest with you, an issue from storage and trucking.
And now there is a new concern about the country's meat supply. Meatpacking plants are tight quarters, and as workers get sick with the coronavirus, plants are closing across the country. Analyst Steve Meyer says he expects more plants to close, especially as it peaks in certain states at the end of May. But he says the country will not run out of meat.
Remember that a plant being down doesn't mean that the hogs disappear. All right, those hogs are still out there. They will have to be slaughtered and processed at some point in time. So as long as the plants aren't permanently down, we're not running out of meat.
And all of this is happening while tens of millions of Americans go hungry. With so many out of work, this is what food bank distribution now looks like, all across the country, from California to Pennsylvania, Florida to Texas. Miles of cars lined up for a box of free food.
We're looking at an increase of 17.1 million people over the course of the next 6 months.
When they see that box of food coming into the car, some of them smile and some of them cry.
It's been an increasing trend. Up until now, Americans have spent more money at restaurants and bars than at grocery stores. That is what the supply chain was built for, bringing the country to this point. So much fresh food wasted when it's desperately needed the most. Culhane, Aljazeera, Washington.